Hello friends! Today I have a little bit of a different setup for fixing coordinates. I guess it doesn't look too different to you, but I have my computer in front of me rather than my phone, because I used to look at these on my phone and they would be cropped weird and I'd be trying to read it and the crop on my phone would like end mid-sentence, and I often had hard times seeing the details in prints and coordinates. But thanks to my Patreon, I was able to get a second desk so I can actually have furniture in this area. Hopefully this will be easier for me. It really makes no difference to you, but it should be easier for me. Welcome to my 15th installment. Who am I? Am I Tyler? No. But I miss Tyler very much, so I'm wearing our pins today. I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not sad. We're having fun here. Just count down the days to Vegas when I can see my friends again. You know what? Let's just go full Tyler. I don't even care anymore. Welcome to the 15th installment of Fixing Your Coordinates. I'm Lovely Lore, and today I'm gonna be fixing your coordinates, or giving you alternative advice to how to style it. Nope, that didn't seem right either. I'm here to give you advice on how to fix your coordinate or wear it in more ways. As this is the 15th episode, I feel like a lot of you probably know how this works, so I'm just gonna include all the information on how to submit in the description below. A new thing, I think that I want to start the tag on Instagram, Lovely Lore Video. Put it in your hashtags, Lovely Lore Video, if you're okay with me using your Instagram photos in videos, because all the time I want to show examples of different lolitas, different backgrounds, different styles, different things, especially when people are like, I am this and I feel like I can't do lolita, or I need to change this about myself. So I'm always looking for video submissions, and most of the time I just put out a post on Facebook or Twitter and people reply pretty quickly, and I'm really thankful for that. But I think it would be cool just to have a tag. Someone recommended it in one of my comments, and I think I got some messages about it too with this suggestion, so thank you so much for that suggestion. So if you are okay with me using your photos in a video, please use the tag Lovely Lore Video. And I think this will be mostly on Instagram because I don't check a lot of other social media. For fixing coordinates, however, I do still ask that you follow the instructions in the description because I need a lot more information. Anyways, let's get started. Hi Lore, I'm a new Lolita and this is my first cord, and I wanted to know what kind of shoes and head accessories, since the bow on the other side doesn't have a bee charm and it looks off to wear them together. I'm aware I need a petticoat and I am working on getting one. And this is from Pastel Spoon. The first thing that I thought when I saw this dress is I was like, I've seen Misako in this dress, and I spent so long looking at her Instagram trying to find her in this dress. And Misako does have this print, but she wears the JSK version and not the OP. The struggle of OPs, they're so hard to coordinate. But I have thought up a lot of ideas for this. So Misako wore this with a beret. Berets are great. And she wore like kind of, I think, baby OTKs, like similar OTKs to the ones that you have with like a very classic, elegant shoe. You might already have the answers that you need because I released a video on Lolita shoes and a video on Lolita headpieces. I'm sure that you sent this before those videos were out. But I think that a lot of the suggestions that I give in those videos would help with this coordinate. I really think this would look adorable with some sort of boater hat or like wicker hat, and it would give it that like little country picnic vibe, because this, I don't know, this print gives me like countryside English garden feels. I don't know if that waist bow is removable. Generally, this is baby. The waist bows are removable. This one's pinned down, but you can usually take them off. I think that this is a newer dress, and this is probably the newest baby dress that I have, and it's still a few years old, so I don't know if they attach them, but I think it would be cool to, if you could remove that bow, it would give you more options to wear it. Like you could put an overskirt, would look really cute with this. And I definitely think your hair is beautiful and you could experiment with some updos, because I really love the collar and the sleeves on this, so having your hair up would give it just this like really cute vintage style. I think that for shoes you really want to go with something really elegant to pair with this because it is such a beautiful, intricate print, consider pieces that you want to buy later and find shoes that would work with both of those. Or if you've collected more pieces since, like really take a look, because when you're a beginner, that's so important. I mean, it's important throughout wearing Lolita to have pieces that you can wear with more than one item and really utilize your shoes and your pieces. I feel very rambly today, and I hope that there was something in there that could help. Hello, Lore. I just wanted to say that I love your content. I've always been a huge fan of Lolita, but never really felt that the community was that welcoming. After watching your videos for the past 4 years and seeing you experiment with things like wearing Converse with Lolita, which I love by the way, it made me feel like I could wear it and have fun. You have liked a few of my posts, and every time I am super flattered. My pronouns are she, her. Oh, yeah, I follow the EGL community tag. It's really nice on Instagram to be able to follow these tags so that you are introduced to new accounts and you get to see, like, in your feed more Lolita, and I definitely recommend anyone watching who wants to discover more Lolitas and see more examples of Lolita fashion being worn to search that tag and to follow it. The dress I am struggling with is Metamorpho's Fancy Egg in Blue. I'm just really lost as to how I should style it. I'm finding the colors very difficult as there's just so much going on in the print. It may be difficult to see from the photo, but the dress is a blue-purple colorway that is very tricky to match. I have had this dress for a year now. It was my first of 2 dresses that I bought. Hey, it's Editor Lore. Max didn't send a close-up of the print, so I looked one up just to see, and there's a bear in this print. I did not know this. I just thought that I should mention this. I have a lot of experience sewing and have been making most of my accessories so far as a cheaper way to start wearing things. I am struggling to find any fabric that matches any part of this dress, so advice would be helpful. Keep on making great things and tell Holly I say hi. You guys are super cute. Oh, thank you. I will tell her that. As soon as I read that it was this dress, I was having a hard time not laughing because I remember when this dress first came out, one of my friends like pre-ordered it and like was so gung-ho about it and then got it and was like having the exact same struggles and was like complaining about it. And I don't know if this was actually released through a pre-order, but what I just mean is that they talked about it as soon as the photos of it came out and then bought it as soon as it was released. I don't want to call them out, so I'll just say the community and I were all trying to help them, and we were all just like, I don't know. It's really hard. You're completely valid in your struggles. Like, this is a hard dress to pair. I don't understand it. Is it blue? Is it purple? It looks blue. What's so strange to me is that normally on paper, if you wrote this coordinate down, I would be like, oh, you need a headpiece. Seeing it, your hairstyle and this wig, it's like perfect, and it looks balanced without a headpiece. There are little accessories in it, but I think just like this style of wig is so flattering, and it's cut in a really nice way with this hair and this blouse and maybe like ankle socks or tights that have like a pattern on them, or OTKs that have like a frilly edge, and then some Mary Janes. Like, this would be a perfect cord. This is that Centauro blouse too that I have. I have it in pink. It's such a good blouse. I think since you can't find something to match the color perfectly, don't go with that color, because I think that the more that you try to match it, it's gonna be more obvious that it doesn't match. So I think pick a different color in this to work with. Like, maybe pair it with gold. There's a lot of gold in it. And you could have like white or cream and gold, and I think if you did that, maybe choose a different hair color because you don't want it to look flat. I think with the outfit that you're wearing right now, this will just look really cute with some sort of long necklace, like a BB&B necklace maybe one of their ones that's more just gold. Q-pot's expensive, but there's definitely some Q-pot pieces that I think would look really cute with this. There's a hat in Animal Crossing that I'm thinking of that would look really cute with this. I don't know if you could find a hat. I would look into different like vintage hats and see if there's somewhere where you could get a hat and like add little pieces that are complementary to things in the print. Also, if you're feeling real crafty, you could try and recreate some of the things in the print and make like a headdress like that. I did something like this at Teco last year. I recreated one of the treasure chests from Twinkle Mermaid and wore it on my head, and I just used pieces that I found at Michael's and the dollar store to make this. Man, you could even wear like a big underskirt with this and with this top, and then have like a fluffy collar of some sort and go really over the top and do some like updo with this wig and have like two little pieces that are hanging down, and then have the updo and then put gold accessories in it to match things in the print. There's a lot you can do with this. It's tricky. I wish you the best of luck. This is my very first Lolita dress. It's not exactly a coordinate, but I would like your advice on what pieces to put together to create one. Since I'm still not very experienced, I am working on ordering an A-line petticoat. The style category is classic. The dress is Magic Night Museum by Soufflé Song. For this dress, I would like advice on selecting a blouse, preferably one with a high neck, doesn't cover the straps nor design of the dress, and gives me space for putting together jewelry. I'm planning to get a more blue tone gem necklace. I would also like advice on what legwear I should wear. I'm open to anything, socks, pantyhose, etc., and other selection of shoes, high heels or flats. Also, I would like your input on any accessories I can put together, preferably jewelry and headpieces. I do like more classic vintage looking pieces. Any extra input and advice is welcomed. I know this is kind of a long request, but I really appreciate your help. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate the effort you put into your videos. The first thing I thought too when I saw them was that this isn't a coordinate, it's just a dress with shoes. Quick note, I decided after this that I'm not going to take submissions like this anymore, just because everyone has their own sense of style and there are endless possibilities, so I got a little bit overwhelmed with trying to make suggestions for this one. I need to see more examples of a put together coordinate in order to offer more suggestions and how to fix it. I may in the future make another video around making coordinates, but for now it's a lot easier for me to edit them and build suggestions off of an already existing coordinate. Thanks so much. I do love this print. It's kind of a style that I'm not super familiar with working with. I like this style of shoe a lot, and I'm not sure how it would work in with this print since it is so dark. They look black. I'm thinking that you're either going to have to pull in some sort of really dark blouse or dark headpiece. I think that this would definitely look really cute with an updo, a hair, fun like vintage looking hairstyle would be really cool with it. To be honest, I don't think that I would pair this with a lot of jewelry or accessories because the print is so over the top already. So I would definitely look for a blouse that has like a frilly high neck rather than something with a collar. Or alternatively, do some sort of like rough collar, round collar. Look for something with a jabot, and that would give you another option of how to wear it, because sometimes covering pieces of your print can give it a different look as well. I would look for solid white tights, solid cream tights, ivory, or if you do, go for a pattern tight that it is more simple and not distracting from it. I think that an area that you could put a lot of accessories in would be in your hair or with your headpiece or hat, because yeah, you don't want to put it really on your body because you don't want to distract from that. Maybe some bracelets, maybe a blouse that ends about here and then have some bracelets and rings. I barely ever see this, but I really like it when people wear like opera gloves with, I think this necklace would look really cute with it, and then just like a really big updo and no blouse. I know. Or a blouse that is just kind of the neckline and no sleeves and just kind of ends where the straps are. Jaslyn mentioned that in one of the panels in this dress there's a man eating bread, but for some reason I wasn't able to open all of her photos. It reminded me of this image in the Angelic Pretty Museum MOOC of just this bread headpiece, which is obviously a little bit too ridiculous for everyday life. I mean, if you want to wear bread on your head, by all means, go for it. But I think that honestly for a tea party or a convention, depending on the scenario that you're in, if you want to do an over-the-top look, you could replicate some of the imagery in the dress and maybe have a bread headpiece. Or even go to a craft store and buy like small frames and make some sort of headpiece mimicking the frames in the print. And I would really love to see what you come up with after this, because my advice was all over the place. And without seeing what you chose for other parts of the coordinate, it was hard to choose other parts of the coordinate, if that makes sense. This is a beautiful dress and I know you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Howdy, Lore. My name is Bambolina? Bambolina?
Thumbelina! She's a funny little squirt. Thumbelina!
Tiny angel in a skirt.
If you're watching this video, you're either a Lolita or interested in Lolitas, so I can't be the only one who immediately thought this, right? I can't be the only person who's a fan of this film and has it like ingrained in their head. Please validate me and comment below if you love the film Thumbelina. Actually, I haven't seen this since I was a child, so I don't know how it holds up. I'm really curious. I kind of want to rewatch it. Oh, and one more thing. Bambolina! And I am a bona fide bird Lita. I have been interested in Lolita fashion since all the way back in 2011, but at the time I was a little baby bird with no money. Now I am grown and I have a job of my own that allows me to hoard the clothes of my dreams, and your take on clown Litas has inspired me to feel confident in putting my own special plague doctory spin on the fashion. I recently acquired a dream print, Carousel by Rouge Airy Designs. Gonna pretend like I read that perfectly. And I want to wear this dress every day until the birds come and carry me away. Except I have one problem. I can only really think of one way to style it. I just love the fantasy that this person is living in, that like maybe the stork brought them into existence and then birds are gonna take them away. It's really cute and sweet. Where I went to college was in the path of a bunch of crows migrating. So there would be times where just everywhere, every surface, the entire parking lot, every building would be covered with crows. And you would come out of class and they would just be like, the sky would be black and full of crows. It looked like the end of the world. The mask is a prominent fixture of all my cords, but sometimes can be difficult to balance in terms of headgear because I have no hair beneath it. A lot of things like half bonnets and clip-on bows are out of the question because I'm a baldy McBalderson. Sometimes I wear wigs, but I prefer to embrace my chrome dome when I can. So far, I've only switched out the colors of my blouse, socks, and shoes to be opposites of each other, but I am having a hard time thinking of ways to accessorize and change it up. I love blouses with big ol' sleeves, funky shoes, and fun headwear. I'd love to hear what advice you've got for me, but the plague doctor mask has to stay. There is a pair of meta boots that's on Kuroshiro Kawaii that I think would look really, really cute with these coordinates, with both these coordinates. I don't know if they are your size, I don't know if they are in your budget, but at least you can see them as an example for maybe other shoes that you could look at, because I really think that this style of boot and even this color would look so cool with these. Man, it's not really available anymore, but the I Do Declare, like really big sleeves would look really cool with this. I like these shoes, but in the darker colorway, they just pop too much with me. And like, I have to say it every time, wearing dark tights with light colored shoes is not bad, but I definitely have a bias and I don't really like how it looks, but that's just my own personal style. All of this advice is just my own personal style. So if it were me, I would change that out. I know it brings perfect balance with the mask though. I want to see a softer blouse with this, like some sort of lacy blouse, maybe something that is reminiscent of like the bottom lace, like complementary or similar to that. I also would look for like different collared pieces that you could put up here. Since this area is pretty open, there's a lot of room for accessorizing. Like, I can't even think of a different style hat with this because I really like this style hat. To take this hat or get another one that has like fabric coming down off of it, like a sheer fabric, and have it drape over you, it would just like look more mysterious. And I think they would also add another element that you could like pose with too. As always, these videos are definitely really biased towards my personal style, so if you have any recommendations for any of these wonderful Lolitas, please leave it in the comments below because it always helps to hear from different perspectives and different styles, and I want to know what kind of advice you would offer them as well. And as always, stay lovely. I should have just recommended Tyler and I's pins with everything. That was the winner. I liked that one. Okay.